Good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Uh, as you might be able to tell, I've already done the setup and pregame here. I just really want to get right down into a reading for you on this Saturday morning, and I probably won't see you tomorrow. So, for any mothers who are out there watching this, happy Mother's Day. So, we've already got the stone set up. Space is clean. We got some jasmine burning for that heart chakra to open up. Again, I'm aware you can't smell it, but apparently that's what works. So let's get right down to it. One other thing, I am using this deck today. So the Smith-White Tarot deck is the one I'm using. This is a Centennial edition. It is a miniature, so whatever cards pop up, I realize they'll be kind of small. I will let you know what they are. I always do. We won't have any oracles today, just straight tarot. So, how are you guys doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. Because where I'm at, not only is it raining, but I gotta work today. So I gotta get this thing banged out, and I gotta get it uploaded before I bounce out of here. So let's see what we got. We'll do a quick shuffle, and there we go. I'm already pulling the Triquetra everywhere. Okay, so yesterday I did a reading, and I said, definitely consciously go through your day. Try not to focus too much on the weekend. Have your weekend plans and everything. Well, now it's the weekend. And Brian over at Fixed Air Moon pointed out that there was a very serious energy in the air. And he was urging people to kind of get back to that which makes them happy, that which kind of makes their spirit, lifts their spirits. And I agree. So today, I think, is that day. Tomorrow is also that day too. So try not to party too hard. you know, like I said, I think, in my opinion, get back to that which makes your spirit happy. Little yoga, little meditation, go to church, get out in the woods, get out into nature, whatever it is. Have a game night with friends. You play Magic the Gathering, or RPGs, or just board games, or maybe you guys have an old Nintendo Wii around somewhere. So let's get down to this, right? So what does our body need for this weekend? So we've got, I don't read these things in reverse, you guys know that. It's kind of hard to tell with the backs on these things. We do have a Two of Cups, we've got a Seven of Wands, and we have an Eight of Swords. And we have that Eight of Swords yesterday. But the Two of Cups, we're definitely going to have a choice to make here. As with any two in any suit, it usually talks about some kind of choice that we're going to have to make. A decision that we're looking into. And Cup suit is always about emotion, but this one really, looking at it, it's not so much a choice. This one's more of a harmony. So definitely, like, getting together with somebody. Obviously, Mother's Day is coming up. We're probably going to be getting together with our mothers, whether that's calling them or going to visit them in some form or another. And I'm definitely seeing some strong connections being made there. That strong connection is really going to kind of lighten a lot of your load with whatever you're trying to balance some stuff out right now. And with our bodies, I think right now is a good time to kind of look at You know, whatever's gonna make. Definitely listen to your body, is what I'm trying to tell you. Your body's trying to tell you something. And this weekend is time to tend to those needs. Uh, you're gonna feel a little trapped doing it though, and the fact is, that's really not the case. It's not what I'm getting from that Eight of Swords. The trap part is just kind of how you're feeling. It's kind of how you're perceiving things. That blindfold is on this lady is telling me more of what's going on. You know, she perceives that she's trapped and she's not able to get out of the situation. The fact is, whatever's there that's trapping you, it's kind of weak, in my opinion. So try to get away from that. Try to get away from like the stress. You know, you've been dealing with this kind of thing all week. You really do need to get away from the stress, and you're kind of how can I put this? I'm trying to put what I'm seeing here into words. And right now, that's a little easier said than done. I really wish it weren't. So, I'm looking for this. You're looking at, there's going to be growth in this relationship, but you're going to start kind of feeling a little confined, and that's not exactly the case, because to me this is a perception kind of a deal. So try not to dwell on that too much. But let's see what the mind really needs. And to be honest, the balancing act that you're doing with that 7, that could even be a diet thing. You know, treat yourself really well. Alright, so right off the bat I got a 9 of Swords for the spirit, or the mind card. And that's a lot of fear and anxiety. And shouldn't this weekend not be about that? So let's go with 2 more. Am I? Yeah, I have these things. So we've got the Star, we have the Queen of Wands as well. But with that 9 of Swords, you're really kind of agonizing over something, aren't you? I think it's maybe time you didn't. Because I don't really think there's anything to agonize over this weekend. But your situation could be different. So we've got a we also have a Queen of Wands, and we have that Star. I think if you go see Mom, she's going to dispel a lot of worries. And I'm seeing her with that Queen of Wands. This Star to me is representing a lot of hope and inspiration, and I can definitely see like the stars guiding your path right now. But it's all going to center around Mom. Now let's remember, Mother's Day is more about Mom. Let's try not to make it all about you. But Mom's going to be concerned. You're worried over something, and you're going to show it, because that's what's on your mind right now. It's important to talk with her. Just talk. You know, let's talk to Mom. Get a little of the, oh, you know, well, my week's been this, or my month's been that, or, you know, I kind of had this on my mind, not really sure where to go with it. Something like that. Mom's going to have an answer, and you're going to greatly benefit from that. So, what about your spirit? Spirit is everything, and you're going to need to listen to that, I think, most of all. Remember, we want to put the 3 together. Anytime we put the 3 together and kind of go with its own flows and rhythms, it tends to be a really good time. So we got a Page of Wands, an Emperor, and a Seven of Cups. Oh no, it's a Seven of Cups. Good. Okay. Now I think we're kind of getting somewhere now. Because with that Page of Wands, we do end up with some confidence there. The Emperor is one of those cards that I kind of like because if you look at him, he's very sure of himself. And of course, to me, I'm getting the feeling that, we need to go with a little tradition. You're gonna find some serious solace in that for some reason. And then with the Seven of Cups, I'm gonna say this: be a little bit careful. Be just a little careful, because honestly, especially with cups, you're gonna have some choices in there. I do see that, but I'm also seeing a lot. This could be wishful thinking, but of course, what I'm really seeing with this is sort of like your childhood, some nostalgia, a little bit of revisitation of some memories and choices that you might have made, and I think you're going to see a lot come of that. I think you're going to come out okay, and guess what? I've got that little piece of opal right here. I'm putting it right there on the Queen of Wands, because Mom's on our mind, and guess what? Mom tends to solve a lot of problems due to her life experience. So think of this as like sort of a mother's, what's your weekend looking like, but mostly what's Mother's Day looking like. And that's really all I have. Let's spend some time with Mom, right? And come on, that's a given. But whatever it is you're worried about, whatever those anxieties are, let go of the ones that you can, and kind of just talk them over casually with Mom. Act, they may be weighing pretty heavily on your mind, but act like they're no big deal. Just kind of like, I'll figure it out. We'll kind of work through it, and you'll be amazed. Mom will step in. She'll want to work through that with you. And I think this is a good reading for the weekend. Remember, stay safe. If you're going to party a little bit, do so responsibly. As always, I love you guys. Shine on.